Ever find yourself kind of stuck trying to explain why you're doing something in English? Well, there's a really simple, powerful trick to get it right every single time. And today, we're going to master it. Let's jump right in.
So let's start with a basic question. How would you answer this? Why did you go to the shop? Seems easy enough, right? But believe it or not, this is exactly where a ton of English learners make a super common mistake.
A really common answer is, I went to the shop for buying milk. Sound familiar at all? If it does, hey, don't even worry about it. It's a totally normal hurdle, and by the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly how to fix that for good. It turns out, whenever someone asks you why, there's kind of like a golden rule in English for explaining your reason or, the purpose behind what you did.
And here it is. Okay, so this has a fancy name, the infinitive of purpose. But don't let that technical name scare you. Just look at that simple formula, to plus a verb. Seriously, that little combo, that is the entire key. Let's see it in action, okay? So why did I go to London? The reason? To see the Queen. Why did he turn on the TV? Well, to watch the news. And why is she studying so hard? To pass her exam. You see the pattern? In every single one, that to plus verb formula just perfectly explains the reason why. Okay, so to really get this down, we need to tackle the biggest point of confusion head on. It's all about knowing when to use to and when to use its tricky cousin for. This right here, this is the one rule you really need to remember. You use to when you're talking about an action, a verb, and you use for when you're talking about a thing, a noun. Is it an action or is it a thing? That's it. That's the entire difference. Let's put them side by side so you can really see it. Look at the left side. The purpose is an action, to buy, to speak. But now look over on the right. The purpose is a thing, milk, his job. See? Both of these are totally correct ways to answer why, but they follow that one simple rule. To for the action, for the thing. Okay, you've got the rule down. So now let's talk about where you actually put this in a sentence. You've actually got a couple of options, which is pretty cool because it shows how flexible this whole thing can be. Most of the time, probably 99% of the time, you're just going to put the purpose at the end of the sentence. I exercise every day. Why? To stay healthy. It just flows naturally, it's super clear, and it's definitely the most common way you'll hear people say it. But you can also switch it up and put the purpose right at the beginning. To stay healthy, I exercise every day. It means the exact same thing, but it sounds a little more formal, It gives it a little extra emphasis. It's a great way to add a bit of style to your speaking or writing. All right, theory's over. We've covered the rule, we've covered the big mistake, and we've talked about the sentence structure. So, you ready to actually try this out? Let's put your knowledge to the test. Okay, let's do this. Take a look at the screen. All you gotta do is match the action on the left with the right purpose on the right. I'll give you a second to think. You got it? Okay, let's check the answers. Number 1, he went to the library. That matches with B, to study for the exam. Make sense? Number 2, she bought some flour. That goes with A, to make a cake. And finally, number 3, they put on a jacket. Connects with C, to keep warm. So how'd you do? Awesome. Let's do a quick fire round. This time, you just have to decide, should it be for or should it be to? Okay, here's the first one. I went to the kitchen, blank, make coffee. So think about the word make. Is that an action or is it a thing? It's to. Of course it is. Why? Because make is a verb. It's an action. It's what you're doing. So we have to use to. I went to the kitchen to make coffee. Perfect. All right, let's try the next one. He learns English, blank, his job. Now think about job. Is that an action or is it a thing? And the answer is for. A job is a noun, a thing. It's the reason, sure, but it's not an action. So he learns English for his job. See how simple that gets once you know the rule? So after all of those examples and all that practice, everything we've looked at really just boils down to one simple but really powerful idea. So if you remember just one thing from our little chat today, please make it this. When you need to explain your reason, your purpose for doing something, just use to plus the verb. That's it. That's the whole secret. So I'm going to leave you with one final challenge. How would you combine these two ideas into one smooth sentence? He opened the window. He wanted to get some fresh air. The answer? He opened the window to get some fresh air. It's that simple. From now on, you've totally got this. Whenever someone asks you why, you'll know exactly how to give the perfect answer.